Hello, Prove It community, and welcome. My name is Dr. Heather Carden, and I will be your specialist live here today to help you answer your questions that you have about our incredible ketone technology. I know we're a little bit off our regular time, but hopefully that actually works better for some of you across the globe here today, because we know we have friends joining us from all over the world. So again, my name is Dr. Heather Carden, coming to you live from Kansas City, Missouri. I am the co-owner of Carden Center for Wellness in Overland Park, Kansas. I am a functional wellness physician where I practiced for 25 years alongside my husband. We have always practiced and taught or shared a low carb / ketogenic clean lifestyle. So what that means is all of our patients actually receive information as part of their protocol of living a clean, healthy lifestyle, which is eliminating processed sugar, processed foods, helping them identify what a healthy lifestyle means, which is including healthy fats, oftentimes teaching them how to live on a ketogenic lifestyle. Not everyone, but we do encourage everyone to eliminate processed foods that have antibiotics, foods that have MSG, foods that have artificial food colorings, and we do educate them on the lifestyle of living healthy fats and what a ketogenic lifestyle can actually do for your body. Again, not everyone needs to be on a ketogenic lifestyle, but everyone can benefit from the benefits of ketones. So you might be asking, what is a ketone? So I'll get to that in just a moment. I do want to share how I became a part of this incredible community. So ketones or ketogenic diet has been around for well over 100 years. We know from scientific research and data the amazing benefits of ketosis. We all have actually been in that amazing state of ketosis many times in our life, but first of all, as we enter this world through our mother's milk, which is high in MCT, we actually are in a state of ketosis. That's why babies after they're born can go a day or two without any food while we're waiting for mother's milk to come in. It's just a natural state. Our ancestors were in a state of ketosis when they were waiting to actually find their next resource of food. It's a very natural state for our body to be in. Ketones are a breakdown of healthy fats because we have three macronutrients. We have carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Proteins and carbohydrates all break down via insulin into glucose. Insulin helps get glucose into the target cells so we can use them for energy. When you're eating a diet high in healthy fats, low in carbohydrates, moderate proteins, this is called the ketogenic diet, or known as a very low carbohydrate diet. Our body actually doesn't need any insulin at all to actually use healthy fats and use them for energy, which we can actually do this on a ketogenic state 24 hours a day. We don't have to wake up in the middle of the night and actually refeed. Our body can actually use and burn fats 24 hours a day. That's why it's such an amazing fuel. It's far more efficient than carbohydrates or glucose. However, we have been taught way back in the 70s and 80s to eat 6 mini meals a day, eat when we wake up, eat in the middle of the day, eat before we go to bed. And now we know over the past 2 or 3 decades, what we have been teaching has not been the right information. We know now what we need to do is go back to the basics of how we came into this world, which is actually eating high healthy fats, having our body use the amazing fuel called ketones, which come from healthy fats. However, if you've ever tried the ketogenic diet, put down here, I've tried it, and you know how difficult it can be. I've actually been and lived on a ketogenic diet. It can be difficult actually achieving that state of ketosis, counting macros, measuring this, measuring that, potentially having a hidden food allergy, or maybe not getting enough sleep. I am the mother of 4 amazing young gentlemen, but you can have stress from that, or when they're newborns, they wake you up in the middle of the night, somebody has a fever, somebody forgets their homework, any amount of stress at all, getting a traffic ticket, forgetting your coupon, any amount of stress can actually cause your cortisol level to go up, which causes insulin to go up, which can cause you to disrupt and actually cause you to be out of a state of ketosis. So it's in the beginning, a very sensitive state, which your body can slip out of when you're trying to do a natural state of ketosis, when your body's making endogenous ketones. Well, now we know we have an amazing opportunity where your body can use exogenous ketones, which I'm mixing up today and drinking a little strawberry peach right here. So now, since 2015, Prove It did what nobody else had done. Many people have tried in the presence in the 1970s, 1960s, 1980s. Many people had tried to make an exogenous ketone. However, they had failed because they could not get the person either to stay in ketosis or make it palatable, which means taste good, or make it digestible, because ketones are acidic, and they had problems that it was causing disruption in the GI tract. So Prove It did what nobody else could do. They make it palatable, digestible, and put you in ketosis 99% of the time in less than 59 minutes. It is water soluble, which means all you simply have to do is find yourself 12 to 16 ounces of water, dump this amazing powder, which is a ketone salt, in your water, shake it up and drink it in about 20 to 25 minutes, and you will be in that amazing state of ketosis where your body's metabolically burning fat for fuel, better cognition, better thought, better memory, better recall, better digestion, better gut health, better sleep, better memory, better energy. You actually have better control over cravings, satiety, where your hunger hormones talk to each other much better, better communication between your brain and your body, between the rest of your glands in your body, better communication between hormones, everything from your head to your toe just function better when you're running on your optimal fuel. So I've been a part of this amazing community since 2015. Prior to the launch of our website, we only had one flavor, which was Orange Dream, which tastes amazing. But I'm so excited that we have many more flavors today, and we have many complementary products to that. Our amazing keto cream, which is our functional fat. We have electrolytes. We now have our keto kick. We're going to talk about Shark Week today. So let me know where you're joining from. Let me know your favorite flavor, whether it's ketoned. Let me know if it's a Keto Pro, if you're maybe drinking the Mexican ketones, what part of the world you're joining from. And we want to know all about you. But first of all, what are your questions? So I'm going to refresh my computer because sometimes questions get missed. Why I'm trying to read them off of the phone here today, but we're super excited to have you with us here today, and thank you for being flexible on our time. But let's get right down to your questions. Yes, we do have a Fueled for Females. Great question. So what's the difference between Fueled for Females and a regular NAT? And NAT stands for natural. That is gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. And you'll find all of those markings right up here that are through our patent product. And the salts are kosher certified. So the Fueled for Female has our bioidentical ketones. It is still gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, but it has some other adaptogens. It has some green tea. It has some licorice root, other things that metabolically help you burn fat more efficiently, help your adrenal glands be happier, helps you make more energy, help you feel better throughout the day, help you control those cravings, or I just say quiet down the cravings. But it's not only for females. Men can drink them too, but those adaptogens are good for your adrenal glands, some of your other stress hormones. You can drink 1 or 2 a day, anytime that you like. So they're not only for females, but that is a major difference, is they do have some adaptogen herbs, some different vitamin and minerals, just to help you handle stress a little bit better. Some people do have some problem where their body gets stuck. They have a little more stress where they just hold on to that fat. They can't seem to break a plateau. And this helps their body get back into that homeostasis where they're far more efficiently burning fat. Their body's releasing that, they're de-stressing, and their body's working like it should. So Kathy's asking, is it safe to take ketones while breastfeeding? So if you have a medical condition, and yes, being pregnant or breastfeeding is considered a medical condition, please check with your own healthcare provider. They know your health far better than I do, or your promoter, whoever introduced you to Pruitt. So please check with your healthcare provider, your midwife, your nurse practitioner, whoever is helping you with your healthcare, and make sure that it is right for your health. So just check with them first to make sure that it's okay. We do know that babies in utero are in ketosis at about 20 weeks. And we know that as long as you're breastfeeding, breast milk is very high in MCT, which is a medium chain triglyceride. MCT or C8, which means there's 8 carbons in a row, turns very quickly in your liver into ketones. That's what happens with our amazing keto cream. So we know that breast milk is high in MCT8, which turns into ketones. That's why babies can sleep all night. That's why babies stop when they're full. When you can't pre-feed a baby. They don't like to snack. They stop when they're full. They wake up super happy. And that's what happens when you're in a state of ketosis. So if you're asking about specific questions, so Ashley is asking, should I eat protein within an hour of, the question just went away. So Ashley's saying, should you eat protein before drinking my ketones after working out? So before working out versus, particular timing, because I see that question, is there a particular time that I should drink my ketones? So we are all unique individual beings. We have different goals with our ketones. Some people want to increase lean muscle mass. Some people want to lose fat, but I know we all want to protect our lean muscle mass. So when we're in a state of ketosis, we know we have an enzyme called myostatin. Myostatin can either tap into our lean muscle mass, turn it on or off, or it can protect our lean muscle mass. So when you're in a state of ketosis, you protect your lean muscle mass. So if you eat a banana before you go work out, you're likely that you're going to use those carbohydrates. You're not going to be in a state of ketosis. This is not drinking ketones, and you're probably going to tap into your lean muscle mass. The scale may move, but you may tap into your lean muscle mass. We know that if you're in a state of ketosis, and your body's metabolically burning fat for fuel, that you're going to protect your lean muscle mass. So yes, drink ketones prior to working out. If you're doing a HIIT workout, which is a short workout, high impact intensity, you want to drink your ketones about 30 or 40 minutes prior to a shorter workout that's higher intensity. If you're doing a longer workout, then you could drink them, so an hour workout, you can drink them about 30 minutes before your workout. So then the ketones peak, they're saturating all your body, you drink them fully, don't sip them on a slow period of time. You want to saturate every cell in your body so they protect all your muscles in your body before you work out. So drink them about an hour before you work out, or you could drink the Keto Pro, or you could actually take a keto kick. You could do the keto kick and a Gnat if you wanted to before you work out. Caffeine or without caffeine, whatever you choose best. The caffeine does help shuttle and get the ketones into the cell quicker. There are a lot of amazing benefits of caffeine, but if you've already had several cups of coffee or green tea during the day, just watch your overall amount of caffeine. So short workout, take them 45 minutes before your workout. A longer workout, like an hour, take them 30 minutes before your workout. So you peak after you get through that normal fat burning mode. If you're doing a longer workout, you're an endurance athlete, then take them 30 minutes before your workout, and then take another serving 2 hours post-workout. So you continue to protect your lean muscle mass, you continue to deliver good oxygen and fuel to your muscles, and you could actually use a Keto Pro after that. Now, if you decide to do some additional fat post-workout, some additional protein, that is totally up to you. How you choose to refeed your body based on your goals, whether you're trying to lose some additional fat, whatever your body composition rules are, or goals are, I should say, is up to you, whether you choose to refeed with fat or with protein or with carbohydrates. That is 100% up to you. But let us know where you're joining from around the world. And so, Kayla, when it comes to something like kidneys and ketones or ketone function, if it's a significant healthcare issue, please check with your healthcare provider. But we do know that our ketones are water soluble. So when this actually has heart chart in it, I know it's kind of clear, but it's heart chart. So when I drink my heart chart, it goes into my cells soak up wherever it needs to be soaked up to. So if my brain needs ketones, my bicep needs them, my thighs need them, whatever muscle, whatever organ, whatever tissue needs energy, that's where the ketones are going to go. And then if I have extra, it's just going to be flushed out what my body doesn't need. It's not stored for tomorrow. So if I'm just only on a clean 30 diet, or I'm a vegan or a vegetarian, if I'm not on a ketogenic diet, just eating a clean lifestyle, I drink my ketones, I can expect to be in that state of ketosis anywhere from 2 to 4 to 6+ hours. If I'm not on a ketogenic diet, they will not stay in my body until tomorrow. My body will use them up and then excrete them out what they don't need. So they do not store in the body. So with kidney issues, again, they're water soluble. Your body will not store them. When things are stored, it's because they're fat soluble, like vitamin A, E, D, and K in higher quantities. Water soluble, like vitamin B, vitamin C, exogenous ketones made by Pruvit. I can't say that for all ketones out there, but I can say that for Pruvit's ketones. They are not stored. Your body uses them, just like when you drink water, and whatever you don't need, your body excretes out the rest. That is a great question. And I love seeing that Janet is telling us where she's from, and Amy's tagging friends in here, which is awesome. So please continue to tag your friends. You can share this to your own Facebook page. You can share it later. And when it comes to products, like Austin's saying, can we get the Keto Up in Canada? So I didn't grab a can of Keto Up because I love the root beer, but just please continue to check your store for new releases and new companies. That's the best way to find out. Have the app downloaded. It's free for everyone. Go to the App Store and download the Pruvit app, and you'll get all those information as quick as I get them. You'll get the information when those launches happen in your town and your country. So the Keto Up is actually a free ketone. This is called a ketone salt, which means the beta hydroxybutyrate, which is a ketone body, is bound to a salt. So you have a beta hydroxybutyrate bound to a salt, you shake it up with water, and then it's ready to go. You absorb it into your body, it goes right into the bloodstream. The bloodstream sends it right to your target tissue, your brain, your muscles, and you use it for energy. Well, with Keto Up and with our Mexican ketones, you have a beta hydroxybutyrate bound to a beta hydroxybutyrate. So you don't really have to wait for that salt to break apart. Some people actually feel within just 5 or 6 minutes they have a quicker uptake, they have energy uptake overall going on. So it's not bound to a salt. So if you're concerned about the sodium, then you might want to choose the Keto Up, which is actually an effervescent, is actually a free cell. We call it a free cell fermented ketone because there's no salt bound to it. It's not a keto ester, it's not a keto salt, it's a free cell fermented ketone. So if you're worried about the sodium, that would be the best one for you. And Mac Rita says she likes the cherry Keto Up. And so does Amy. Cherry Keto Up. Cherry Lightning. Okay, root beer. You guys, you got to try the root beer. It is amazing. So I love knowing where everyone is from, or we here at Prove It love knowing where everyone is from. And who knows about Shark Week? If you know about Shark Week, drop a shark down below. So if everybody knows, then we won't talk about it. If you don't know what's happening with Shark Week, I would love to share that with you. And no, Keto Academy is coming up. Yes, I'm getting to your questions. Keto Academy, we offer 1 to 2 times a year. We had a little bit of a delay with COVID, but 1 to 2 times a year, we bring leading experts all around the world here to help educate you about the latest ketone information, what's happening in the labs, what's happening around the ketone conversation to help educate you around the latest and greatest scientific minds around ketone technology and ketone research. So if you want to know what's happening, you can grab your ticket. It is August 8th through August 10th. You can grab a ticket so you can find out what's happening around the ketone conversation. So Leah asked, what if you get an upset stomach with ketones? Great question. This does happen with, I would say, a small percentage of people. Ketones are acidic. That's why when you add a salt to them, it helps alkalize them out. However, our stomachs are very acidic as well. The pH of our stomach is a 1 to a 2 because it's meant to actually break apart food to make it like chyme, like baby food. So mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, steak. We get the iron out of the spinach. We pull the amino acid out of the steak, out of the tuna. We get the B vitamins out of the broccoli. We get the omega oil out of the salmon and the fish that we eat. Our stomach is meant to be acidic. However, if you've been eating a higher processed, higher carbohydrate diet over the last decade or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, then your body actually acclimates to that and raises a pH. Or if you're on a proton pump inhibitor that stops the acid, your stomach pH is going to rise. That also allows pathogens and other things to grow in there. You might find that maybe your protein level is lower than optimal. Your calcium, magnesium level will not be as high as you want it to be. It might not be as optimal because acid truly in your stomach helps break apart and pull out those nutrients in the foods that you're eating. But if you're eating processed food, your body goes, well, it's processed, it's already enriched, it's already broken down. I don't have to do as much. I don't have to have as much acid, so I can raise my stomach pH or raise my acid. Or if you're on a proton pump inhibitor or taking an antacid, the pH of your stomach rises. So when you truly have something that is native to your body, like a ketone that is acidic, remember the stomach pH is about 1 to 2, you may feel like your body's like, oh, I don't remember that, or I do remember it, but that makes me a little bit upset. That is natural for that to happen. So what do? You either start with a smaller serving, or you actually have a little bit of fat or protein with it. Have a scoop of a nut butter, have a little bit of chia pudding or hemp pudding or porridge with it. Have a bite or 2 of steak or tuna salad, chicken salad, have a boiled egg, have a little bit of fat, a little bit of protein. That will help balance out the stomach pH. That will actually kind of protect the stomach. You could mix it with a little bit of keto cream since it does have some MCT in there. That will help balance it out. You could put a splash of coconut milk or almond milk in there. Now, if you're putting some nut milk in here, that will probably break your fast if you're using this during your intermittent fasting hours. So if you're a person who's working on intermittent fasting and you have a bite of food with this, that will probably break your fast. But as you're allowing your body to adapt and you're working on your fasting muscle, I wouldn't worry about that. I'd first worry about adapting your body to the ketones, going back to our native states. Your body gets the ketones in it. And again, start with a half a serving in the morning, a half a serving mid-afternoon, and then work up to a full serving. Or again, have a little bit of fat or protein with it. And you're still going to get all the benefits of the ketones, even with a half a serving. Any ketone is better than no ketone. So get them in your body slow and steady to allow your body to adapt them. Don't mix this in a gallon of water and drink it over 2 hours. You want to get it in there so the cells absorb it, they adapt it, your stomach gets used to it. But again, if you've got to use a little bit, aloe vera gel or juice, not gel, but aloe vera juice, you could do that as well. So great question. Oh, Anna Marie says, what is your favorite gnat? You know, I love a lot of them, so I have a lot of faves, but I tell you what, I love heart tart. I love the hibiscus. I like the green tea. I'm gonna ask you guys, what is your favorite keto kick? I just saw a question about keto kick. What is it and do I dilute it? My favorite keto kick is strawberry. You can tell I'm a strawberry girl. So my favorite keto kick is strawberry, but sometimes I am in a little bit of a lemon drop mood. This is a neuro boost. Neuro means brain, so it's a neuro boost. There's a little bit different leaving. We have potassium on our beta hydroxybutyrate, a little bit different amino acids. You do not dilute this. This is a 3-ounce shot that you take. This puts you in ketosis. So the same amount of beta hydroxybutyrate, this will put you in ketosis in less than an hour. This will put you in ketosis. People we see love taking this right before they work out. We hear all the time, what's the difference between one more rep and stopping, one more lap and stopping, 5 more pounds if you're trying to break a PR? It's right up here. We hear this all the time from motivational speakers. People are breaking PRs at the gym all the time with using a neuro boost. We have people taking exams, take it before presentation because ketones do help calm down the nervous system. They deliver more energy, more oxygen at the cellular level. Take it before exam, take it before a test, take it before a presentation, take it before a Facebook Live before hundreds of people, because it does help you be the best version of yourself. So let us know what your favorite flavor is if we're taking a poll today. So let us know what you love. Oh, and I love people are sharing. So Amy takes it before work. So somebody said, am I supposed to take this daily or just 10 days a month? You take ketones any day that you want to be the very best version of yourself. Any day that you want more energy, better cognition. Any day you want better digestion, you want better sleep. Any day that you want to have more control over cravings, if that's a goal for you. Any day that you want to protect your lean muscle mass. Any day that you want to actually promote longevity and vitality. That's the day that you drink your keto nat. So for me, that's every day, twice a day. Any day that you want better sleep is the day that you drink your keto nat. Any day you want to protect your lean muscle mass, that's the day you drink your keto pro. So it is 100% up to you. So somebody said, what about kids, or what about their grandkids? So we do have what's called a Nat Light, and it's parent approved. I don't have one here with me, but we have in 4 different flavors. It comes in a mixed bag. So it also, adults can try that as well. It is half the amount of beta hydroxybutyrate. Remember, kids are very fast metabolizers. They can run around, they can eat a whole pizza and not gain a pound. And what I mean by that is they metabolize things very, very quickly. They run through things very quickly. So we do have one that is parent approved, that is the Nat Light. So that might be one you want to try for your 15-year-old grandson, someone asked me. But again, check with your pediatrician before introducing any new supplement. Remember, babies come into this world in a state of ketosis, burning fat for fuel. It's a native state for our body. All the Nat Lights are caffeine free because we know we do not want to promote dehydration. We need water, water, water. It's essential for every single cell in our body. So Nat Light is the one that is parent approved. But again, if you want to start that for yourself, because it is half a serving of the Nat, then it's called Nat Light, then you might want to start with that one. So Kayla, Kayla's asking about the acidity for kidneys. Remember, our stomachs are acidic. The pH of our blood, our stomach, are different organs. Throughout our digestive tract, throughout our organ system, the pH varies at all different areas for optimal digestion, optimal absorption for nutrients throughout our digestive tract, throughout our blood system, throughout our vascular system. So it will vary from place to place. If you have a significant health issue, please check with your healthcare provider. Remember, when you eat something, whether it's a carrot, an apple, a banana, a steak, which can be acidic compared to a banana, or you're drinking ketones, these are formulated for optimal absorption. And once it goes into your body based on your own body's chemistry, it will change in each individual's person. But this is formulated optimally. So the sodium in here is actually meant to replace what is lost through drinking one single keto nap. Ketones have a mild diuretic effect. That's why when you start drinking it, you might notice you use a restroom a little bit more, because that diuretic effect from the ketones help pull water and toxins out of your fat cells. We all have the same number of fat cells we've had since we were in our early 20s. When you actually increase weight or gain weight, we just fill those fat cells with more toxins. And as we lose fat, we don't really lose fat, we lose toxins and water out of our fat cells. They just get smaller, then they get bigger, then they get smaller. We really truly don't lose fat cells except for through a medical process like liposuction. So what happens is, as we lose toxins out of those fat cells, we also will lose things like sodium, B vitamins. All those things are naturally lost when we lose waste out of the fat cells. So the sodium in here is meant to replace what is lost through drinking one single serving of NAT. Now our free cell ketones or the bone broth has less sodium in that. Our Keto Pro has less sodium because our Keto Pro has less beta hydroxybutyrate than the NAT. So less beta hydroxybutyrate than the Keto NAT. But this has MCT. Remember earlier we talked about MCT, or specifically C8. This has C8, 10, and 12. C8 turns very quickly into ketone bodies. So this will turn into additional ketones plus the beta hydroxybutyrate that's already in there. The pro means protein. These are very specific ketone-friendly proteins. So they're helped to complement the ketones that are in here. So it's a small quantity of proteins to make sure that it doesn't break that fast for you. Because if you put a scoop of regular protein in here that's 20-some grams, that's going to elicit an insulin response. When you elicit an insulin response, the blood glucose goes up. That constitutes breaking a fast. So we have very specific ketone-friendly proteins in there, as the same thing for the NeuroBoost. These are very specific amino acids that are for your brain and that are ketone friendly. You guys have awesome questions today. So Lisa's asking, what if I'm following a vegan lifestyle? This is a great question, Lisa. So as I shared before, I've been practicing for 25 now plus years, going on my 26th year. Teaching a ketogenic diet to someone who is a vegan or vegetarian can be very difficult to hit those macros and to actually get them into ketosis and actually get enough protein to make it healthy for them. So now we know that you can actually achieve ketosis, have the lifestyle you choose, vegan, vegetarian, ovo-veg, whichever one you choose, and you can drink our kosher certified, these are vegan, ketones, and still live the lifestyle of your choice and get into ketosis while drinking our Keto NAT. The only one in the world that is bioidentical to what our body makes. This is why your body absorbs them and quickly puts you into that state of ketosis. So great question. Thank you for asking that. So Amanda says, I've been testing my blood ketones and I'm not seeing a difference. So number one, if you are testing your blood ketones, make sure you calibrate your meters. Make sure that that your strips are actually they have not expired. Make sure they're in date. I see that all the time. Patients bring them in and they haven't calibrated, so we're calibrating. Usually with your meter, you get a drop or a stick that helps you calibrate the meter, and make sure that you're testing in a certain amount of time. So don't test somebody in yesterday, oh, I drank my ketones yesterday, I'm not in ketosis today. Well, you're not following a ketogenic diet and you drank them yesterday, so it makes sense your body used them yesterday. So number one, make sure that your meter's calibrated. Number two, make sure that your strips are not expired. Number three, make sure you're testing 45 minutes or an hour after drinking your ketones, and make sure you're not over diluting them. So don't mix this up in a gallon of water, drink it over 3 hours, and then go check your ketones. Your body's still using them, but they're using up at the rate at which you're consuming them. So if you mix it with say 2 liters of water, you're taking a drink, every drink has a little bit of ketones in it, your body's using them every time you take a drink. Where if you mix them up as directed with 12 to 16 ounces of water, drink them in 20 or 25 minutes, then you saturate your body, you spike your ketone level, and you hit that level of ketosis. Whether when you drink them over a couple hours or period of time, and then you test a couple hours later, your body already used them up, so it's not going to test because now you've used them up and your level has settled back down. So just make sure you're checking those different things. You can always call the company with your meter and check. A urine meter sometimes gives the most amount of false positives. Generally, I don't have patients test unless they need to, for medical reasons, be in ketosis. Go by how you feel. Sometimes too much stress, even with the very best ketones, can stop your body. You can hold on to them. So just make sure there's not a lot of stress going around. But again, I don't have everyone testing for them unless it's medically necessary. Go by how you feel. If you feel like you have more energy, you feel like you're more awake during the day, you don't have those mid-afternoon yawns, you go to sleep without having too many tricks or tools or too many sounds have to go on, or watching too many TV shows, and see if you wake up feeling refreshed, not having to hit the snooze or wake up before your alarm goes off. See See how your moods are when somebody spills the milk all over the floor, or the honey spills everywhere, or your dog gets out. See how you react, because ketones do calm down the nervous system and increases your GABA, which is your feel-good, happy hormone. Think of that newborn baby that's always happy unless it's hungry or wet. So think about how your moods are as well. So Lisa said that time and water amount makes sense. You're very welcome. Great question. Thanks for asking that. Again, let us know where you're coming from. We've got a couple more minutes here left in our time today. And thanks again for joining us on a little bit different time today. And I think next week, Dr. Andy will be back with you. Let me scroll and see if there's any other. Oh, we're going to talk about Shark Week. So I love Prove It is always looking to optimize not only our individual bodies, others around us, but also our world. So we have National Shark Week. You're probably thinking, what is Shark Week? If you know what Shark Week is, drop some sharks down below or throw me some sharks. And thanks for all the hearts. So Shark Week, what do we want to do for our environment? We know that these are one of the future endangered species. Stop throwing trash around the beaches, around the waterways. Let's reduce our waste. Use glass jars or your water bottles. We have amazing water bottles instead of just the Hinkley or on-the-go water bottles that we're throwing away caps and lids and throwing so much into waste. So reuse your grocery bags, or get a canvas bag, or make your own bags out of leftover t-shirts. Think of a crafty way to make a shopping bag that's reusable every time you shop. We have them in the Prove It store if you want to do that as well. Look for different ways to clean up your environment. Have some fun. Get some exercise in that way. Like, I don't have time for exercise, but go clean up your environment. Go by a park and start picking up trash before your kids play, or pick it up while your kids are playing. Get the moms together and go pick up some trash. It's a great way to do that. And you know what? I mean, try to pick up and host an event or party where people go and pick up trash, or you recycle things, or you make homemade bags, or you make homemade soap, or you make homemade other type of items. It's always fun to do these crafty things about that, but think of ways that you can actually, again, help save the environment, because one water bottle saved today makes a world of difference around there. There's a whole bunch of ideas they have around here that I'm sharing with you, so I didn't think of them all by myself. But, you know, rinse out water safely. Don't leave water running the whole time that you're brushing your teeth. Turn it on and off. Think about avoiding using. Well, I could go all through this, but I think I'm going to post this banner later. But why don't you guys drop some ideas? If you've already been involved with Shark Week, you already knew about it, because we had some amazing videos posted. Let me know, or let us here at Corporate, our social media team, and our whole entire community know how you've been involved in Shark Week, what you've done to heavily impact the future for our next generation and helping protect the world, to optimize our environment, our waters, our beaches, our forestry. Let us know what you've been doing around the world to help to protect that. And don't forget, we have our Keto Academy coming up August 8th through 10th. The tickets are available. If you love the ketone science, or you're like going, I'm not for sure if you can really get in ketosis in 59 minutes. I've known about the ketogenic diet. I've studied this conversation for a lot of years. Challenge it, check it out. You're going to find a lot of crazy, amazing information. I'm always shocked and always surprised of what they're doing at the research level. I've not missed one. I'm not going to miss this one. I love learning from the top leaders around the world, at all different levels, not just at the research level, at the NASA level, sometimes at the military level, of how ketones are impacting and saving people, not only just for fat loss, but at the neurological level, the brain level, systemic level. So many different ways that we can do that. So Tammy, last question, how many Gnats should I drink a day, and how many is unsafe? So 1 is considered therapeutic level, 2 is optimal performance. Remember, these are water soluble. I've been at an event before, and my husband, Dr. Ralph, I'm like, where'd our ketones go? He goes, well, I drank them all. I'm like, well, we had like 5 or 6. I'm not recommending you drink 5 or 6. However, they do taste that delicious. Just make sure you drink enough water. Remember, these are a mild diuretic, so you can get dehydrated if you drink too many ketones. So make sure that you first wake up. Water first. We lose a pint of water at night while sleeping. Have water work first. Nat next. Then when you get hungry, have your keto cream next. You can have this in a nut milk. You can have it in coffee. You can have it in tea. You can make a porridge out of it. You can make it in some hemp, with some hemp milk, or hemp porridge, or chia porridge. We got a lot of different chia pudding, a lot of different recipes. You can make a biscotti out of it. And then you want to have your first well-rounded, clean meal. You can find a lot of amazing meals of our Prove It meals on our website. So 1 to 2 a day is therapeutic. Then you could have a keto shot before or after your workout for recovery. A keto kick is what it's called, not a keto keto shot, keto kick, you could have one of those. And don't forget, you at least want to have 1 Mitoplex a day. Electrolytes are essential for survival, which means you must have them in your body. 1, 2, or 3 a day, depending on your environment, depending on how much you sweat, depending on what your diet looks like, depending on your muscle size, your body size. If you're 6'6" and weigh 250 pounds, you probably need 3 a day. If you're working out, it's football season for the fall, you're doing 2 a days right now. As college season comes up, high school season comes up, you probably need 2 to 3 Mitoplex a day, especially if you're a bigger linebacker, or if you're playing soccer and you're doing two a days and you're running for 2 to 3 hours, you probably need 2 or 3 ketones a day and probably 2 to 3 Mitoplex a day. The Mitoplex can go in with the ketones, or you can drink them by themselves. They do come in plain, lemon, orange, or lime. Orange is my favorite. Let me know what your favorite flavor is. My Dr. Ralph loves the plain because he loves the salty flavor of it. One of my sons absolutely loves the lime flavor. So let me know what your favorite flavor is today. So Hannah says she does 2 or 3 Mitoplex a day. So just listen to your body. If you're craving salt, that probably means you need more Mitoplex. So again, my name is Dr. Heather Carden. Thank you for joining us here today. Don't forget to hit that share button. Don't forget to go grab your Keto Academy tickets. And don't forget to plan something. You've still got time, not just this week, but each and every day that you can help save our environment and save our world. Go pick up some trash. Go tidy up some things. Don't refill your water bottles that you have, those plastic ones that buy in the 24 pack. Think of a water bottle that you can use each and every day, that you can wash and just reuse. Think of a grocery bag that you could reuse. I know there's amazing stats on grocery bottles and disposable water bottles. They are just filling up our landfills. We have amazing gear over the Prove It stores that are great for our environment that you can use. So again, thanks again for joining us. Let us know your favorite flavor of Up, your favorite flavor of ketones, because what happens when you share your favorite flavor, that's how they decide their 10-day challenge packs. So you get to help make that decision based on what you share here, based on what you share in the polls on Instagram, Facebook stories, and what you purchase. That's how they decide those flavors. So you guys have a great day. Stay tuned for end of the month flash sales or flash promos, because it is the end of the month. Things are coming up. And don't forget, we have the Wild Tiger. The Wild Tiger flavor is here until it sells out. It did launch on the 22nd, so that means time is running out. So grab yourself some Wild Tiger. It is amazing, refreshing summer flavor that you don't want to miss out on. So again, Dr. Heather Carden from Overland Park, Kansas, saying have an amazing day and keep on proving it. Bye-bye.